Okay, so before I started recording, I was like, okay, what was I doing last time? I feel like I forgot something. I should have done something. Yep. Obviously, I forgot that it's a freaking Phantom 5B. Anyway, so I loaded up my laptop and I have a walkthrough right here, which will make it much more convenient. Hopefully the laptop won't make any weird noises, but sometimes it does. So I need to be at the Dracos Plaza first. Statue to center. I kind of thought that would be the case, if I'm perfectly honest. I mean, it makes sense, right? Conqueror with a head of a lion. Oh, just a statue, I don't need to examine behind it. Oh, wait. Oh, you can actually see the card! Holy crap, that's nice attention to detail. Huh, that's cool. I like that. The Conqueror with the heart of a lion. Couldn't mean anything other than statue of Emperor Dracos. Agreed. It's hard to hear a clue like that and not immediately think of Dracos the Lionheart. And the statue is the most famous monument of him here in Heimdall. And the chances are good we're in the right place. The guard said to look at his feet. Let's do it then. You can see it right there, yeah. Here we go. It's the same type of card as the last one too. I assume we were correct then. Well, we won't know until we check. A second kiss in the northeastern seat of a prismatic palace. Which means the bench on the northeast in the Crystal Garden on Meter Park. Okay, good to know. The second key, so basically, we got another scavenger hunt. So it seems. I can't believe he's making us go through this whole ringamal. Ringamal? What the hell kind of word is that, man? What can we do but play along, though? In the northeastern seat of a prismatic palace. Just what could it mean? The park. It means the park. Alright, let's see. Travel to another district, another Meta Park. Bench to the northeast. Northeast. Okay. That's not it. What's going on here? Yo.
I don't know what we're supposed from HMP is saying, but it's our duty to maintain security here, since so we shall. Making secret much ignored. We've got parties in noble gathering, even members blah 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 blah. But this struggle to understand the simple concept boggles my mind.
It's kind of security around here too, so I'm afraid there's not much point in even talking to me. Well, basically we're here to make sure no one does anything wrong here. Okay, I was just curious about that. Wait. Oh, it's in here. It's in this thing. I was actually curious about going in here. It looks like such a cool building. Damn. I love this. And I'd love to see something like that in real life. This building looks so cool.
There's so many butterflies.
It really gives the place an exotic touch, huh?
I don't really... Oh yeah, I see some. Yeah. Okay, so... I assume this should be one, right? Okay, I'm trying to see the card somewhere. Northeast. Yeah, this should be it, right? It's east. And north. Okay, hold up. Maybe this one? I don't want to see it, just let me check behind the bench. Whatever, fine, whatever, I don't get it. This must be the Prismatic Palace. Yeah, all signs point to the Crystal Garden, which lives on the northeastern seat. I'm presuming it refers to an actual place one can see it. Which would suggest we ought to investigate this bench in the northeastern part of the garden. Is that it? Oh, it was down there. I think it would make more sense to get it behind, not under, but whatever. Seems so. What's it say? Let's see, the third key is, At a round table where once rested the Gauntless, was supposedly east of the city. Oh, no. Oh, goody. Another riddle. Still, what can we do but keep going? It seems fate has ordained that we should meet again. I don't. I recognize that voice. Oh, hello. He's the thief. He stole shit and he just comes up like, yo, I stole that thing, and you're on my scavenger hunt. How you doing, guys? What the balls on this dude! Holy shit! Who are you again? He's Baron Blue Blanc. Yeah, it was met during our study in Barrière, I believe. Très bien. I am most pleased to see that you have not forgotten me. Though if my eyes do not deceive me, you have two new faces among your front. What is that word? It really looks like a thong, and I don't like that. When you address the ladies, dude. Today, now. Hi, it's nice to meet you. I've heard mention of you from my classmates. Has the search for beauty brought you all the way to Heimdall too? You could indeed say that. However, to meet not just in Barrière, but among the picturesque elegance of the Vermilion capital as well. Truly, it seems that we are bound together by a destiny most inseparable, would you not agree? I'm not sure. He's a bit on the unique side, huh? Yeah, unique, let's just call it that. I can't sense him coming at all now. Huh, please, the intensity of your stares is positively vivid. Or is it that my overwhelming beauty has clutched your heart so tightly, what you cannot help but gaze and wonder? Oh, I did all the mirror I have on me, that absolutely not being the case. Huh. Now, if you'll excuse me, there's still much I must attend to. I wish you the best of luck with your studies. And there he goes. So, what did he come to convey to us? With that guy, who knows? What, are you catching on, Raiden? Are you finally realizing that he's the one who did this? Okay, let's see. Examine the table on the second floor of a former guild branch. Okay, I can do that. Oh wait, can I just quick travel from here? Yeah, I can, nice. Alright, let's see. Alta. Second floor. You know, it's kind of like cheating when you point me out where I'm supposed to go. I'm still gonna keep walking, but I don't know, man. It just doesn't feel right. Okay, so this is it. No. Okay, it should be. Oh wait, this is the table. It's just so normal looking. I didn't expect it to be interactable. The gauntlet's what supported the east of the city. The gauntlet is the symbol of a Bracer Guild, isn't it? It's on the emblem too. Yeah, the ones and east parts mentioned in the note seem important as well. This building was once a branch of a guild. And while the capital once had two such branches, this is the easternmost branch. This must be the round table. Ah, here it is. Okay. I can't believe he even trespassed into our lodgings. Indeed, but from the look of the things, it doesn't seem like he touched anything else. Still, not a pleasant thought. Yeah, it's kind of creepy knowing he was here. Especially considering we don't even know what he's actually after. Anyway, let's see what the next card says. The fourth key is on the bottom of a wide burden of a steel bird perched at the water's edge. What the hell does that mean? Examine the top of a container on the northeast in the Heimdall port. Okay, I can do that. Sure enough, it's another riddle. And a rather challenging one at that. Okay, let's go to the port. Okay, so why am I cheating? I would take beating years to figure out where to go if I didn't cheat. Cause, yeah. Oof, when I did it in Trails in the Sky, god damn, it took me forever. Holy shit. Port. Okay, so there should be some kind of container somewhere. It didn't point it out. It was so much easier, seriously. But it's not like it says in which location you gotta look, so there's this that. And you do gotta look at the minimap, so... Or an actual map, not on the minimap. Alright, containers. We're still perched at the water's edge. Last clue seems like it might be referring to the crane here in Heimdall Port. And that would make its flat bird in these containers. I can't see a card attached to any of them though. The clue did say it would be on the bottom. Perhaps we should discuss this with whoever's in charge here and ask him to check the containers for us. That'd be Port Chief Danberto. We met him earlier today, so let's see if he's willing to help us. Group A explained the situation to the Port Chief Danberto, who agreed to check all the white containers for them. And just as we predicted, the card was found affixed to the bottom of one of the containers. Alright, what's it say?
How the devil did it get stuck to a bottom like that? He wouldn't be able to attach it without lifting the container, and would have meant using the crane. But when did he do it? None of us even noticed that if it's suspicious.
Well, he's supposed to be master of disguise, right? Maybe he disguised himself as one of the workers here. I can only guess as to how he might have done it, but it's definitely not something a normal person could pull off. Fuck. But aside, what does the card say? Oh yeah, let's see. A final key is also hidden near the water's edge. The Crimson Crown, you seek, sleeps within a black ark, nestled in a steel car that marches with the minutes. Clock? This one's just as obtuse as the others. Yeah, I'm thinking. I don't want to look at the lock yet. So it should be in the port, but it's some kind of clock, right? Something marching with minutes? Yeah, it's gotta be a clock. Well, if it's also hidden near water's edge. From indications, I'd say the next one is also here in Heimdall's Port too. There's a final key and Crimson Crown too, so it is as that. Yeah, looks like this is the last one. Let's see. Examine the front side of a tram on the southwest in this area. Oh, okay. Just go back basically. That's not too complicated, I suppose. Hold up, I just want to see front side of a tram. Okay, where's the card? Where is it? Trying to look above, but the camera is fighting me. I don't know, man, I don't see any cards anywhere. Yeah, I get it. I was just trying to look behind it as well. Like, I know I can inspect it, but last time I could actually see a card. This time I don't know. The steel car. I guess that's what the last clue refers to the orbital tram. It seems like a best fit. What about marching with the minutes? The tram schedule, of course. Arriving and departing at preset times. Heimdall Port is a starting and ending point for all the trams in the city. So you could say the tram here is waiting for its appointed time. That makes sense in a weird way. I guess this is a placement. Let's get the driver's permission to take a look outside. Excuse me, do you think you could do us a favor?
Sure, what do you need?
Okay, every time we cover their eyes like that, every time it's someone else, like, that's the blue blank. I know he has a longer hair, but that's blue hair. That's suspicious. You know any other blue hair dudes? I think it's a blue blank. He's sitting right there. It's like he basically just placed the card and he's like, ah shit, they caught me. Better pretend I'm just a conductor. Yep, or a driver, whatever. And explain the situation to the tram driver and ask permission to search inside the tram. Been famous Phantom 3B hit something in his train car. Yeah, I believe this to be the case. Wow, really? Well, I get where you're coming from. Go on and look inside as much as you want. Thank you for your cooperation. I actually have to look inside. Ooh. Oh, okay, that's an obvious one. Looks like this must be a black ark mentioned on the card. Our Phantom Thief appears to have taken no pains to hide it. Isn't it kind of weird that the driver didn't notice it? Unless the driver was a thief all along, like I called it! Maybe Phantom Thief B left it here not too long ago. I wouldn't be so sure. Anyway, let's take a look inside. Well, there it is. Inside the black case rested the tiara embedded with Desmond Cornelius. It has such a fiery glow to it. Well, this is definitely the Crimson Tiara we've been running all over the town looking for. So this thing is worth 100 million mirror. Let's get it and run! Fuck the jeweler store, let's get it! I'm almost afraid to handle it! Yeah, we've gotta be really careful about getting this back to the jewelers safely. Do we get it back to the jewelers, or do we gotta
So the tiara really was in there, huh? Now I'm wondering if the last passenger who stepped off the tram was Phantom Thief B himself. I don't remember there being any unusual passengers on board, though.
I see. So you have no idea who Phantom Thief B could have been then?
To have done so much and yet left no trace of his presence. He must truly be a master at covering his tracks.
He's fucking in front of you!
I'll say. But hey, at least we were able to get the tiara back. I suppose that's good enough.
What's wrong, Rean?
Why are you staring at me like that?
I think it's time we put an end to this little charade. Don't you, Baron Blue Blanc? Or should I call you Phantom Thief B?
Okay, aside from it being obvious, how did he know?
What?
Like, those four don't know. Why does the Swordweeb know? What little that pitch going up is oh my god.
This savory taste is why the unripe fruit is the most delectable of all.
Wait, aren't you the Baron we met earlier? But that mask...
That's the mask of Phantom Thief B!
Allow me to introduce myself once again. I am Phantom Thief Blue Blanc, otherwise known simply as Phantom Thief B. Baron Blue Blanc is but one of the many roles I have assumed during my pursuits. Incidentally, might I ask when you first discovered my true identity?
The first time we met you. But I don't know about Rean.
It didn't really take much discovering. You went out of your way to show up in the Crystal Garden after all. Now, maybe it's just me, but I find it hard to believe you were seriously trying to hide your identity to begin with. Your disguises, nothing short of perfect, I have to admit. But with all the work you've put into this, I suspected you might come check on us near the end of your little game.
Ha! I see! Excellent deductive reasoning. Simply splendid!
Holy shit, his voice. I can't handle this.
But why would you do something like this? Why go to all the trouble?
Because I'm a pervert.
Does that interest you? Must there be a motive?
Nah. Now that we know your identity, there's nothing more to discuss.
Theft is a crime.
Indeed. A crime we will not allow to go unpunished.
Are you fucking kidding me? He's an enforcer, you're just kids. You guys are dead.
Oh, what spirited youths you are!
Yeah, he can do that as well.
What? How did he do that?
Just a little trick I like to keep up my sleeve. Regardless, you have provided me with plenty of sport and more than enough entertainment for one day. I'll be watching your future achievements with keen interest. Ladies and gentlemen, until we meet again, I bid you adieu.
Whoever is doing that voice, he's having too much fun.
He disappeared again.
That's quite a little trick.
He might still be nearby. Let's search the area.
That's not. We didn't have a scout the area for Phantom Thief B, but try as we might, we found no trace of him. He can fucking teleport. Do you think he's just gonna stand around? Oh my god, are you kidding me? After reporting the details of the incident to the city hall, they tracked back to Jewelers to return to the tiara. I can't believe that you were able to recover the tiara safely. How can I ever thank you? I almost get the impression they were the reason he stole it in the first place. Maybe we should apologize to you. Oh, no, not at all. Phantom Thief's conquests have always seemed rather capricious. I imagine he had just decided to use all of you as a convenient excuse for his latest escapade. Given how fixated on us he seemed, I don't think that's at all unlikely. That's at all likely. Okay. No, better not to say anything. Indeed, the last thing we want is to cause more confusion here. I'm afraid I can't offer you much. No, what about the tiara which costs 100 freaking million? I don't think that means you have a lot of cash, but yeah, whatever. But please take these as a token of my thanks. That's actually pretty great. I don't need it, but yeah, that's a great reward. That is a lot of Sepith. Are you sure it's alright to give us that much? It almost feels like more than we deserve. Well, this is a jeweller's boutique. After all, we have more Sepith lying around than we know what to do with. Well, that does make sense. Thank you very much. Think nothing of it. It's the least we could do, after all you've done for us. Okay. I'm done with my quest. What do I do now? Okay, hold up, where's the exit? Yeah, that was the last quest, so what exactly do I do now? I guess the cutscene will tell me. Whew, that was quite exhausting. Phantom Thief B was an even more unpleasant fellow than I had expected. Was he unpleasant? That's like he's right. He's hilarious. Annoying to think that his smug face was watching us the whole time. Yeah, well, his name is pretty well known around here. He was blatantly suspicious even when I first met him, but I didn't expect he'd prove this much of a troublemaker. Oh, Rin is doing his weird trance thing again. Something wrong, Rin? I was just thinking, he must be incredibly skilled. He disguised himself so well that he was virtually unrecognizable. Not to mention all those other things he did. If this were martial arts we were talking about, he'd definitely be at the master level. I can't disagree. True. But why would someone like that try to mess with us? Because he got nothing better to do. He's a freaking weirdo, are you kidding me? He always likes to fuck with people. That's his thing. He specifically asked for a group A too, but I can't imagine why. Hold on. Here's my father again. This is class 7 group A, range forces speaking. Hello, hello. Sounds like you've been keeping yourselves busy. I know it's you. I know it's you, Instructor Sarah. Oh, got it in one. How'd you guess? Don't tell me. Is it your smoldering love for your tragically beautiful teacher? That's actually it. That's exactly it, baby. I have many feelings about you, but love would be stretching it. Anyway, you don't usually call us while we're out on the field study. Is something wrong? Actually, there's something somewhere I'd like Group A to go. When you've finished up what you have to do before your field study, I'd like you to head out to the Sang District. Okay, let's see. That's where Helmdall Cathedral and the embassies are, right? I think Ulysses Academy is somewhere around there too. Yeah, that's the place. I want all of you to assemble outside St. Astrea's Girls' School at 5 o'clock. Group B will be there too. What? Don't worry, I've already informed the governor about this, so go ahead and enjoy yourselves. Anyway, have fun. Toodles. Hey, hold on a sec. What's wrong now? It's not as well the instructor is being her usual responsible self again. Well, does she ever do anything else? Pretty much, I don't know what she's thinking. We can explain to the rest of the team what they were to assemble at St. Astrea's Girls' School by 5 o'clock. Oh, I know where that is. That Girls' Academy for Nobles. Is that the one your sister attends? I have a few acquaintances who attend there myself. But I can't imagine why she'd have us all meet there. Girls Academy, huh? I'm kind of curious. I'm sure she has her reasons, weird ones probably. It's almost evening, so we should finish up here and start heading over. The best way to get to the Sankt District is by tram, right? Yeah, it doesn't matter where we catch a tram from, it'll pass through there. I almost dread to think what we'll have to do when we get there now. Yeah, I have a sneaking suspicion I'm just gonna meet with a sister. The Sankt District has been added to the list, blah blah blah. Alright. So let's just go there then. It doesn't let me? Okay. Well, oh. And now it lets me. Okay, whatever. I doubt we'll have time to do anything else once we've arrived at the Sankt District. Should we get going? Yep. Let's go. I completed everything else. Phantom VB was the last thing. If there's anything else I've missed, then screw that. I'm not gonna look through the whole city to find what the hell that is. I can probably look it up, but... yeah, the laptop is already off and I'm not gonna do this while recording, so screw that. You know, that was kinda lazy. You could have animated the whole team going on the train, but you instead just blacked out and... boom. Suddenly the doors close and apparently everyone is already inside. That's lazy, man. It's kinda lazy. Shouldn't you enter through one door and exit through the other? Wouldn't that make more sense? Okay. Logic is not a strong suit, I guess.
They were wearing the same uniform as Reen's sister.
Yeah, they must go to St. Estrella too.
So, the famous St. Estrella Girls' School is around here, huh? It's supposed to be a combined middle and high school exclusively for the young ladies of the nobility.
Yeah, this is one part of the capital that the masses have no reason to visit. Although, I can at least support the school's commitment to fostering chastity and rejecting materialism.
Nerd.
You seem to know an awful lot about a fancy girls' school.
No, I don't. This is all just common knowledge.
Anyway, let's go and wait by the front gate.
You should have made fun of him more.
Yeah, those were the instructor's orders.
I'm feeling kind of nervous, actually.
Why would you?
To men, this academy must seem clad in the mysterious, impenetrable aura of feminine nobility.
Impenetrable, I don't like that word in this situation.
I was wondering, did you not want to come here, Laura?
My father did recommend it to me, but they offered no classes in the martial arts. That alone was reason enough to look elsewhere.
I can totally understand that.
Though I get the feeling Laura would cause a real uproar if she went to a school for genteel young ladies.
Yeah, I can picture the chaos now.
I can't. Why would that happen?
Oh? I have a number of acquaintances who attend there, and from all I hear, it does seem to be a wonderful school. I've heard that even Princess Alphen herself is a student there.
I've heard that too.
Princess who?
Yeah, same reaction.
You've seriously never heard of her? I know you're not from Erebonia, but even still.
To be fair, I wouldn't be surprised if plenty of Erebonians didn't know who she is.
Princess Alphen is the daughter of our reigning emperor, His Majesty Emperor Eugent. She's supposed to be as sweet as an angel and popular with everyone.
Is that so?
Actually, I believe she's the same age as Fee. I've had the opportunity to meet her once before. She truly is as charming as the rumors suggest.
I figured as much. I've seen photographs of her plenty of times in magazines, though I've never had the opportunity to meet her.
Sounds like she's in the same school year as Elise, come to think of it. She has a twin brother, too, Prince Cedric. He's the crown prince of Erebonia.
Oh, right. I think I've seen a picture of the prince in a magazine before. dark blonde hair like Eustace's brother, right?
Oh, I think you're thinking of Prince Oliver.
Oh, you're actually gonna mention him? Oh my god.
He's Cedric and Elfin's older brother.
Why isn't he the crown prince then?
Because he's a bastard.
I've heard the reason is that his mother was a commoner. It seems like a stupid reason to deny him the right of succession, but that's how nobles do things.
I feel like I've been hearing his name a lot lately. He made a big splash when he came back from Liberl aboard that airship. You know the one, right?
God damn, what the hell's the name of it? Shit, I don't remember.
Ah, you must be referring to his return aboard the Arcel, after the crisis in Liberl was put to rest.
Yeah, I remember there was ours, but ours. You know, that doesn't sound right.
Yeah, I remember seeing that. It really made a big impact. I'd never seen an airship that looked so white and elegant before.
You actually used that airship a lot during the second game.
I believe my father went to welcome the prince back in his capacity as Imperial Governor, too. And yeah, now that you mention it, that does seem to be when I started hearing his name around a lot more.
Oh, you're all here already.
That is it.
Ah, you made it.
It's good to see you all again.
That's Sarah, though. I can't expect her to be here.
You're a bunch of early birds, aren't you?
Well, we just about finished up everything we had to do when we got the call to meet here.
Were you able to finish up everything on your end, too?
As if we'd leave any loose ends. If not for our unfamiliarity with the city, we would have been finished this morning.
Every time.
Looks like getting these two to kiss and make up will be an uphill battle.
Well, some say that when someone gets under your skin, it means you really care about what they think.
Wait, did you two?
I figured the girls would be the first to notice.
Of course. I apologize for any worry I've caused you.
We're fine now.
Really? That's great! It sure is. Maybe after this field study is over, we can get together and spend the night talking in one of our rooms.
Sounds good.
The thought of a Class 7 pajama party makes me a little embarrassed.
I feel like something is gonna happen with the boys when that is gonna happen. And I'm gonna be cringing the whole way.
That's girls for you.
Girls and sleepovers go together like jam and toast, huh?
That must be Heimdall Cathedral's bell.
It has a solemn, stately sound, wouldn't you say?
It sounds so different from how it does in the Ost district. Though that makes sense considering the distance.
That bell ringing must mean it's 5 o'clock, which means it's almost the time we were supposed to meet here.
Wayne?
Elise, what are you doing here?
Oh yeah, what are you doing here? So like you're supposed to be here, what? Look at the stupid question is that. Where's Sarah? That's the one they want to see.
Wait, I guess this is your school, so where else would you be?
Yes.
Yes, dumbass.
I see all of your classmates are with you too.
It's only been a week since we saw you, hasn't it?
Well, we were told to meet here.
Wait a minute. Are you the ones? The 9 guests I was told to expect at 5 o'clock sharp?
Well, there are 9 of us in Class 7.
Who told you that?
Wait, what?
Then that would mean you're the one we were told wanted us to come here?
Actually, I suspect that would be a friend of mine.
Princess.
Why does she always have to be such a mischief maker? I swear. She could have at least given me a little warning that you were coming.
Elise?
Anyway, where are my manners? Welcome to St. Estraya Girls' School. I hope you'll enjoy your visit. Right this way.
I kinda wanted to abridge all her lines. Be like, hey, hello, assholes. Instead of whatever she said. That seemed to fit her more. Considering how obnoxious she's been up to this point. Boys! I don't think I've seen that uniform. That uniform is from Taurus Military Academy. My brother studied there when he was younger. Oh, isn't that the military academy Emperor Dracos founded? I've got very fellow commoners to enroll there too. Oh my, isn't that right, Laura? She always looks so gallant. Oh, do you think she's transferring here? Is that blonde boy Juices, Duke Alberia's son? Do you think that boy is a foreigner? He's so tall. Oh, that redhead is so cute. That silver-haired girl looks like she needs a hug. That blonde girl seems so cultured. Which family do you think she's coming from? That girl with the glasses has such amazing figure. Goddammit, too fast! I can feel the stairs boring holes into my head. And you know what I wanted to say? That scene really reminds me of the birds. You know, when they just go through the whatever and birds are all staring at them. That's so creepy. I don't mind. We certainly do seem to be the stars of a show today. And Laura's as popular as ever. I can't say what being admired doesn't feel nice, but... please don't be... Yo, ignore those assholes. We don't have too many assholes. We don't have many douchebags like you coming here. You think that boy in the front is a commoner? I'm not sure, but either way, he looks so handsome. How do you think they know Elisa? Elise? Actually, you're right. This is kind of uncomfortable. Have I all the same age as you, Elise? Bitch, do I look like I know? Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do with her. Yeah, it's gonna be difficult to come up with something like that to say every time. No, I don't like any of that. What's in there?
It looks like an indoor garden. This is the Academy's Rose Garden. The person who called you here is waiting inside.
Who did call us here anyway?
Whoever they are, they must have considerable social standing.
Your Highness, I brought the guests. Thank you. Please show them in.
Damn, it's a girl's voice. God damn it. I thought we were gonna have to hang out with all of you.
Oh. No way.
Hey, Elise, is that...
You don't need to ask when you already know. Now, if you'll follow me...
Wow. Someone's feisty.
I knew it!
Is there anyone else? Any blonde guys? God damn it.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen of Class 7.
Go, you need a haircut.
My name is Alphen. Alphen Rice Arner. It's a pleasure to meet all of you.
Oh, please be voice acted. From now on. There's probably gonna be a ton of talking. Please be voice acted. There's too many characters. I'm gonna die. My brother's gonna be dead. I'm gonna voice everyone like this if there's no voice acting.
Cheer up! I'm sorry, alright?
Oh, jeez. Okay.
I was only trying to tease you a little. Don't you have something you wanted to discuss with everyone? Please, go right ahead. Well, that aside, it's been a long time since I last saw both of you, Eustace and Laura.
She did?
I'm glad to see you're both well.
Likewise, Your Highness.
You've become even more fetching since we last met.
You know, calling someone Your Highness when she's like half your height is kinda funny.
Aw, thank you! I was rather hoping that you'd decide to enroll in Saint Estrella too. But it seems you chose to attend Thor's after all.
Well, I've committed myself to following the way of the sword, and Thor's gives me a place to hone my skills. I apologize for not being able to live up to your expectations.
First I lost Angelica to Thor's, then you too. Perhaps I should just transfer there next year myself. Your Highness. Got you to look. But I... Well, she seems lively.
She seems far more easygoing than I was expecting.
Her voice sounds like what happens when you squeeze a rubber ducky.
I've heard plenty about her, but none of that prepared me for meeting her in person.
So, this is what it's like to be in the presence of royalty. It's actually rather overwhelming.
I can see why people always compare her to an angel.
Me too.
I'd compare her to a rubber ducky.
Please don't worry about me. Well, I still have much to learn before I feel like I deserve my status among the nobility. I've been blessed with wonderful friends, and I'm enjoying life here at the Academy.
Well, she does seem to have at least one wonderful friend. Kind of an understatement when that friend happens to be Princess Elfin.
I'm particularly happy to finally be able to meet you, Rean Schwarzer. Elise has told me so much about you. Your Highness!
I'm honored that you'd say so. Elise always mentions in her letters what a great friend she has. As her brother, I wanted to thank you for that.
Rean? Oh, it's so refreshing. You're every bit the person Elise says you are. Perhaps even more so.
Huh?
Actually, I have a teensy-weensy favor to ask.
Oh god, no.
Do you think I could join Elise in thinking of you as my dear brother as well?
What the fuck is this with all the brother-sister fetishes? Jesus Christ! You people are fucked up!
What?
Your Highness! You see, Elise has spoken of you so often that in my heart, you've already come to feel like family. And now that I've had the opportunity to meet you, I fear I simply can't suppress these feelings any longer. I have two brothers already, of course, so I'm sure it won't take long to adjust.
I couldn't possibly. I mean...
Fucking Japan.
That's enough, Your Highness. Aw, don't be so stingy. Surely it wouldn't hurt to share him with me a little.
Ah, Jesus.
Anyway, that aside,
Please.
the reason I called you here today was not to talk with me. There is someone else who would like to meet you.
Oh, thank God. Please. It's him, isn't it?
Why? It's not like we're famous.
Who do you mean?
Hey, isn't that...
A guitar? No, a lute?
Yes! It's him!
Oh, it seems he's arrived. Oh,
I apologize for keeping you waiting.
It is him! No, where's Shara? You need Shara, bro.
it's a pleasure to see you again.
Don't tell me you did Shara.
And you as well, young lady. Well, I trust everyone here has been making themselves comfortable.
Who's this guy?
I'm not sure, though I feel like I've seen him somewhere before.
How can you not know who it is? Come on.
I serve as a music instructor in the hallowed halls of this fine academic institution.
Seriously?
In truth, I am ever on the hunt for that elusive mayfly we call love. But that might raise eyebrows at a girls' school.
Oh god, you're still a pervert.
But whose pulse would not quicken wandering into this untainted cloister of dew-eyed maidens? Ah, the romance.
Could he be?
A weirdo?
Ow! I think that's quite enough. Any more of that and our guests may start edging toward the exit.
Ah, I can always count on you to never miss a beat, my dear sister.
Oh, wait. So this is...
She was much weirder than him.
Whoa.
Indeed. Tis I, Olivert Ricey Arner, also known by some unscrupulous individuals as the Debaucherous Prince. I also serve as Thor's Military Academy's ornamental chairman of the board.
Oh my god, seriously?
It's a pleasure to finally meet you, ladies and gentlemen of Class 7.
Seriously, where should be Shara? He should have taken her. They should have married and lived happily ever after. They fit each other so well! Yeah. Shara is a very important character from Trails in the Sky. She's basically like a mentor to the main characters. She actually is a mentor to the main characters. And she just kinda connected with this guy. And I always expected them to end up together. I think I even read them kind of ended up together. But where is she? He's here, but she's not. That's a dick move, bro.
I have to admit, I was surprised to learn that you're the chairman of the board of directors, Your Highness. I'd heard that the chairman was a member of the Imperial family, but still.
I'm not surprised. Who would expect the infamous prodigal son to chair a committee at a prestigious academy like Thor's? I suppose it's not surprising they'd rather keep it hushed up, though. It wouldn't exactly be great for the school's image.
Can't stop talking like that, man. You know you don't want to talk like this.
That's surprisingly forthright coming from you.
Is it really true, though? I mean, that you were the one responsible for establishing Class 7, Your Highness?
Indeed, I was. You see, it's always been a tradition that a member of the Imperial family serves as chairman of the board. At first, I wore the title in name only, but I had a change of heart after my vacation in Liberl 2 years ago.
You were in Liberl back then?
That would put your visit during the incident that occurred there, correct?
Yep.
Right. All I've done since I returned to Erebonia has been inspired by my experience during the crisis in Liberl. As a result, fruitless though they may prove to be, I've set a number of plans in motion. One of which is to bring the winds of change to Thor's military academy. A gust of fresh air, if you will.
Winds of change, huh?
I can only assume you're referring to our class?
Then the one who decided to throw both commoners and nobles into the same class was...
He.
Yes, the idea was mine. Although the selected students also had to have a high aptitude with the Arcus units too.
I think I'm finally starting to understand the reasoning behind Class 7. And why we're being sent all over Erebonia on these field studies.
To show us firsthand and give us cause to consider the conflict between the two factions. That is the purpose behind our field studies. Is it not, Your Highness?
That is one of the reasons, yes. However, my foremost intention was to show you that during your lives, you will encounter many obstacles and conflicts. Not just between factions, but between the capital and the provinces, tradition and technology, even between nations. In these turbulent times, I thought that this would provide the hands-on education today's promising youths need.
Okay, FYI, that's not how he usually talked at all. He was, like, never serious, not once. And when he was serious, you just knew stuff was going wrong. And here, he's just boring. Come on.
We need up-and-comers who can think and act independently to face tomorrow's challenges head-on.
That makes sense.
Wow, that's quite a plan.
I can't help but feel a little unsure whether we can live up to such high expectations.
Hearing your explanation has, at the very least, cleared up many of the doubts I've had up to this point.
Class 7 does seem like an ideal environment to expand one's outlook on life.
I feel like going through everything we have so far has brought us closer to doing exactly that.
Yep.
Marvelous. I'm so pleased to hear it. Just listening to you makes me feel even more certain that establishing Class 7 was the right decision. Especially since while the idea itself was mine, I have no real say in how the classes run day to day. Even so, I still hope to meet all of you at least once, if only to tell you all this. That was when Alphen stepped in and offered to set up this little meeting.
I see. Well, I could hardly refuse such a sincere request from my brother. But it also presented me a fine chance to finally meet Elise's beloved brother, as I've always wanted to.
Keep it in the pants.
Your Highness!
Thank you for taking the time to tell us all of this, Your Highness.
Oh my god, stop being so respectful. Dude's an idiot.
I feel like now that I know, I want to live up to the promise you saw in Class 7. Thing is, am I right in assuming that Class 7 doesn't exist just to fulfill your progressive ideal?
What do you...
Oh?
The board has its chairman, of course, but 3 directors besides. My older brother Rufus, Imperial Governor Karl Regnitz, and Irina Reinford of the Reinford Group.
Oh, yeah.
Now that you mention it.
They do seem to have certain expectations for us.
Precisely. As I mentioned, I no longer have anything to do with how Class 7 is run. That authority lies with the directors. As you're keenly aware, Rufus and Governor Regnitz sit on opposite sides of the factional divide.
What exactly do you do, then?
And while Chairman Irina is mostly involved with Class 7's technology, like the Arcus, her intentions are a mystery to me. And it's those 3 who decide where you'll travel for your field studies.
Is that right?
When you put it that way, it does make it seem like some kind of bargaining is taking place behind the scenes.
It was one of the conditions they gave in exchange for allowing Class 7 to be established. I'll admit, I hesitated to allow it, but I decided to place my hopes in you. We believed then, as we still do, that one day you all will be a great light that can push back the darkness of this country.
Oh my god, did we drain the life out of him? He's supposed to be basically the same as Sarah. Only, you know, kind of different, since he's a pervert and music and a drunk. But here he's just so boring, holy shit.
Well, I suppose when I put it that way, it sounds positively heroic. But that's just me. Don't feel too pressured by it. Your students, first and foremost. Reach out and grab that fragrant rose of school life. Join a club. Eat cheap food with your friends at midnight. Fall in love. We live but once. Make your youth count.
You know, it's weird, but hearing you say that kind of takes a load off my mind.
By the way, just earlier you said that we believed the Class 7 would be a great light. Is there someone else involved with Thors who shares your vision for our class, Your Highness?
There is. Principal Van Dyke. I once attended Thors myself and studied under him. He gave my proposal to establish Class 7 his full backing.
I see.
He's been particularly considerate toward us ever since we arrived at the Academy.
While he has no direct control over the running of the Academy, he does preside over the board meetings. And above all, he's the one who assembled an excellent team to give you first-rate training.
An excellent team, you say?
Are you referring to Instructor Sarah?
She's certainly one of them. Still, coaxing her away from her former line of work certainly played a large part in giving Class 7 a great foundation. She is, after all, one of the strongest people in the Empire, and her experience makes her a natural field leader.
Wait, what?
Instructor Sarah? One of the strongest people in Erebonia?
Exactly what experience might you be referring to?
I've even heard rumors of her daring exploits myself. She was known as the Purple Lightning. Doesn't that sound exciting?
Sarah is Sarah? Oh my god! Sarah is Sarah, holy shit!
Wait. Purple Lightning?
I knew it!
If you two have heard of it, it must be a household name among martial artists.
I can't believe, but she's supposed to be dark-skinned, she's kinda pale. Oh my god!
That's right, though I've just heard it in passing.
Ah, that young ace of the Erebonian Bracer Guild, and one of the Empire's most famous bracers. She has a history full of brave feats and dangerous deeds. She was even the youngest bracer to achieve A-rank status. Back then, she was known as the Purple Lightning. Now, you know her simply as your homeroom teacher.
No, wait. No, wait. Silver Streak. She was Silver Streak, not Purple Lightning. Oh my god. No, she's not Shara. She's not Shara. Okay. Phew. I got kind of confused for a second there. Oh my god. That was crazy. Thanks for seeing us out. I would have guessed that you were friends with Princess Alphen of all people.
I wish I knew how much of what she said was genuine.
Hey, Elise.
Okay, assholes. I guess you came here today, so thank you or whatever. Go back home to your little houses.
Okay, look, I'm not good at this, okay? Why, thank you.
Thank you for showing us around.
Good night.
Yeah, whatever. See you later, assholes.
What? She's completely ignoring Rean. Don't worry. I can kind of understand where she's coming from. I doubt anyone could have guessed that Her Highness would extend such a bold invitation to you. I'm not sure that that's my fault. Okay, so Princess wants to bang Rean. Everyone wants to bang Rean. Great. And she also wants to have some incest roleplay while doing that. Great.
Ah, yes, I almost forgot. I have a small favor I'd like to ask of you.
Yeah, there we go. As quick as possible. Of me?
Your Highness?
Oh, you're going to ask him?
Yeah, of course. You see, tomorrow I'll be attending a garden party sponsored by the local government of the start of a festival. Or rather, Marcus's father invited me to attend.
Yes, I seem to recall hearing that myself. That's one of the crystal gardens in the Mita Park, right?
Indeed. Anyway, let's not waltz around the matter. I was rather hoping that you would join me as my dance partner, Rean.
Does that mean?
Do you think Her Highness knows me about saying a dance today, a wedding tomorrow?
I'm sure that she's fully in the realm... But that's fully in the realm of tabloid speculation.
Still, there's no denying what many will interpret it that way.
Whoa, hold on a minute. I don't think I can, I mean, it'd be an honor, but it's like too great an honor for someone like me.
Not at all. Your father may be a baron, but the Schwarzes have a long, deep ties with the imperial family.
Deep ties.
I imagine if this comes across as rude, but inviting you would likely create less opposition than if I were to invite Juices. I see. Well, I can't deny that. You needn't apologize. I find your choice rather fascinating, actually.
Juices, you're not helping. Anyway, I really don't think I'm the man you want. Sometimes I can barely keep from tripping over my own feet.
Is that so? Elise once told me that she asked you to help her practice the finer points of ballroom dancing. In fact, she says you're an excellent dancer, but you step lightly and very gracefully. Is that not true, Rean?
Well...
I understand. It was rude of me to trouble you with a petition like this on such a short notice. And besides, I don't suppose you would have much interest in dancing with a little girl like me.
Oh yeah, fuck that. No, I don't care what Rean says, fuck that.
Well, that's my sister, alright. Sure, you knows how to twist a knife.
Your Highness, yo! You too, Prince? What the fuck?
Looks like they're having fun. I had no idea the Imperial family was such a lively and cheerful bunch.
I get the feeling they aren't like that, all like that. Ah, I see it now. How could it not have crossed my mind? Perhaps the truth is that you already have a heart set on someone else.
Yeah, I'm banging on Lisa. Passionately.
It is someone you've already courting.
Oh yeah, of course Alisa said something. Well, do you? I'm positively dying to know which maiden has conquered the battlefield of your heart. I don't know, I mean... Yikes, how am I going to get out of this one? Not sure how to turn her down gently.
Alisa, save me, please! I know you're a bitch and I hate you, but come on! Very well, I shall relent this time.
Huh?
However, next year I'll be 16, just like your sister. That's when I'll be making my debut into high society, so I'd be very happy if you'd give my invitation some thought.
Oh, screw that shit, you kidding me? I ain't dancing with you. Also, wouldn't you trip over your own hair?
It's so long, you kidding me? Well, aren't you the lucky one? Your Highness really seems to have taken a liking to you.
Oh, she's jealous.
You really ought to have accepted her invitation. It might have led to something truly unexpected in the future.
Oh, like me banging the queen? Yeah, great. Fuck that. Nah, I doubt it. Seems like she just took an interest in me because I'm her friend's brother. She didn't seem all that serious about it, so I figured she was just trying to tease with the two of us.
I can't deny it seemed that way. But I get the impression that wasn't all that was going on there. You weren't the only one feeling nervous the whole time. Prince Olivier was even more unusual, an even more unusual person than I heard. Dude, he was not unusual there. Kidding me? That was as dry and boring as possible. No doubt about that. He seemed entertaining to be around. To think that he's the one who made Class 7 possible. He seemed easygoing, but hearing him talk about our class made what we're doing feel more important. And besides, he gave us plenty of other useful info. Yeah, including the fact that the board of directors seems to have their own agenda for us. I have no idea what they're planning, but their motives seem incredibly suspicious. Agreed. Hearing about the instructor's background kind of threw me for a loop too. I wouldn't have imagined she used to be a bracer. Maybe because you don't really see them around anymore to begin with. A rank is more or less the highest you can be too. I assume you already knew about her history fee. I think you can get S, but that's like Cassius and basically no one else. Yep, the guild is every Aegis Scarp main competition after all. Probably even ran into her a few times during our operation. Really? Unbelievable! I'd almost forgotten about those good old days. Sarah? Oh yeah. Hello, baby. How you doing? How long have you been there? So, looks like you finally found out about my work history, huh? I guess that kinda tarnishes my ravishing adult charm a bit then. Hate to break it to you, but you didn't have any to begin with. Ah, fucking shut up, Marcus. Get out of here. Shh. Did you hear an old maid sighing? What was that? What was that? Oh, what's up? Huh. Good evening, everyone. Captain Claire? This is quite an unusual combination. Was she also a bracer? Was everyone a bracer? And also, where the hell is Estelle and Joshua? Let me be the first to assure you that this wasn't my idea. But the governor asked me to tell you that tomorrow's field study is being put on hold. Instead, you get an exciting opportunity to help this lady and her goons with their evil schemes. Huh? What evil schemes? Sarah, could you maybe not try to put them off entirely before I've even had a chance to explain? Actually, there is a matter I'd like all of you to help me with. I've discussed this with the governor, and he decided that this would be the best way to handle the issue. What, right now? Don't we get to, like, sleep and maybe eat? Now, if you'd be so kind as to get on board. Seriously, it's dark. You started when it was like 5 PM. You need to eat, guys. I'll explain everything to you at the command post in Houndbound Central Station. Give the kids a break. How about that? Seriously. Okay, so that's what, almost 4 hours without, almost 5 hours without eating? Oh no, wait, we arrived earlier than 5 PM, so... yeah, that's probably at least 5 hours of not eating anything. And that's the whole day of just running around the city solving different tasks. Kidding me? Kids need a break. Terrorists? Indeed, I'm afraid we have no choice but to define them as such. Unfortunately, we have no clue as to their aim, nor do we know the names of group's members, its size, or its history. At present, it doesn't even seem that the terrorist group has established a name for itself. That's a lot of unknowns. Would I be correct in assuming that the man we met in North Highlands was trying to start a war as a member? Ah. Yeah, the glasses dude. The G... N... T single letter, I don't remember what it is. So he's one of them, huh? He said his name was Gideon, or G, or something like that. So that's what you... Blah blah blah. So that's what that man you encountered in the Highlands was up to. He does sound like the terrorist type. And do you think he and his group are going to try something tomorrow? On the first day of a summer festival? We're currently operating under that assumption, yes. The summer festival lasts 3 days, but unlike festivals in other provinces, only the first day garners much attention. It's been a month since the incident in the north. If they intend to make their next move soon, tomorrow is a likely time. I'd have to agree. Terrorists do love their time in the spotlight after all. And considering how easily Gideon gave you his name, I'm betting we'll start to see them acting more openly soon. Yeah, the more I look at her, I'm like, yeah, that's not Cher. Okay, first of all, Cher has white hair. Second of all, she has dark skin. And while she's hot, that's not the kind of clothes she is wearing. First you gather arms and other like-minded allies in secret. Then you reveal yourself with a bang, keep going in quick succession. That's the typical terrorist MO. I see. And you want us to assist with countermeasures against them? Right, the RMP will be joining forces with the Helmdall military police to bolster the capital's security. Unfortunately, as big as the capital is, I can't say with a complete confidence that there'll be no holes in our security. That's where you come in. We'll be assisting our security measures as a reserve force. But it'd sure be nice if the guild was still active here. They would have come in mighty handy right about now. Yes, I don't disagree. Sarah, you do know that the RMP had no involvement in the guild withdrawal from the capital, right? Oh, really? I mean, your boss and that brother of yours could hardly make their opposition to the guild more obvious if they tried. Well, we still really seem to have a messy history between them. It sure looks that way, especially where the guild is concerned. Oh, but it sounds like your brother has been keeping busy in Crossbell recently. So what's it gonna be? Whenever you choose this as your field study task for tomorrow, it's totally up to you. If you decline, there are plenty of tasks the governor needs to take care of, like you've been doing for the last 2 days. The summer festival is a busy time after all. Lots of little details need to be squared away. I want to say no. Oh no, we all say yes. God damn it. I think I speak for Group A when I say we'd be glad to join in with anti-terrorist countermeasures. QB feels the same. Alright then. Thank you for your assistance, everyone. Now let's move right along to confirming the patrol routes you'll be following. Oh god, this is gonna be annoying, isn't it? It's gonna be really annoying. There's probably gonna be some giant enemy I'm gonna have to fight. And seriously, don't we get to sleep? Kids need their sleep. Ideally with an instructor. So, do we get another briefing from her? It's just as I remembered it. She's probably gonna say something like that. Oh my god, she did. Wow, this place sure brings back memories. Up until a year and a half ago, I'd swing by here at least once a week. Really? I wouldn't be surprised if I'd seen you around before then. Well, I did end up getting to know your sister. Fiona, right? Works as a piano teacher? Seriously? Wait, she did say she knew someone who worked at the guild. I guess she was talking about the instructor. Still, instructor. What is it what caused the guild to withdraw from the capital? I've been wondering that for a while myself now. The guild used to be pretty active here in Erebonia, right? Well, yeah. The direct cause was guild branches all over the country being blown up. The direct cause was guild branches being blown up, but I'm sure you already knew that. The culprits were the Jaeger Corps hired by a nasty bunch of the guild was at odd... The culprits were a Jaeger Corps hired by a nasty bunch the guild was at odds with at the time. Well, still is, but anyway. Thanks to a dependable ally, we were able to defeat the Jaegers, but by then the Imperial government had its eyes on us. They started making life difficult for us, took away most of the guild's authority in the country, leaving our hands tied. Wow, that sure sounds like the Jaegers were hired by the government. Just to keep their hands clean. That's politics for you. Eventually the branches have started closing one by one, with no real prospect of ever reopening. So that's how it was.
Instructor.
Don't worry, your dad might be the city governor, but he wasn't really involved. A certain friend of his, however, was very involved.
You're talking about...
Chancellor Gilly Fosborn, representative of the Imperial government, I assume. Yep, him and his cronies on the Imperial Intelligence Division. It's kind of like a sister organization to the Railway and Military Police.
Damn, so many politics!
Anyway, after that, I was out of a job. That's when Principal Weindyke came and offered me a position at the academy. I started as a combat instructor last spring, and after that, I wound up being chosen as one of your class homework teacher. I still help out at the guild from time to time, though. That's how I ended up bringing in a Jaeger princess here.
No.
Knock it off.
He's adorable. So that's what happened.
You mentioned what the Jaeger troops was responsible for the attacks. What was its name? Oh, it wasn't the same group you used to run with. We were called Jester, not a particularly high-ranking outfit. I see. Worried about me? Well, I did suspect that it was likely a different corps.
From the sounds of it, that the Jaeger corps Fee belonged to was a pretty large one, though.
Oh, definitely. She was with Zephyr. The leader was the insidious guy known as the Jaeger King. You name a combat specialty, Zephyr had it covered. We were the only corps on par with the Red Constellation, which had its roots in the Berserkers of the Middle Ages.
Shifted on my seat.
They caused me plenty of trouble back when I was still a full-time bracer.
Look who's talking. You caused us plenty of trouble yourself. It's hard to believe what this all happened to the people we actually know.
Yeah, sounds more like a story out of some novel. Anyway, the terrorists you've been hearing about lately aren't a part of any Jaeger corps.
I figured that was the case.
Generally, Jaegers are interested in just two things, money and fighting. That Gideon guy you encountered in North Highlands didn't seem to fit that description now. If I had to guess, I'd say he's acting on some kind of deep-seated grudge.
A grudge, huh? It's hard to say anything for sure. I never met him myself.
From what I understand, he did seem particularly tenacious.
He was definitely that, which means we're going to have to step it up for a patrol tomorrow. Okay, it's tomorrow, good to know.
Your involvement is just a precautionary step, but if you're going to help, give it your best, I say. Seems like your teamwork is smoother than ever too, so all the better. Anyway, it's late, so get your report written and get some sleep. I'm gonna crash in one of the empty rooms upstairs.
Ah. I didn't actually press for it, but the dialogue to keep moving. The instructor never changes, does she?
You sure? She seemed more talkative than usual. Feels like she was pushing herself. Now that you mention it.
She did seem far more forthcoming with information than usual.
Maybe she's feeling a bit weird being back in her old workplace.
You may be right. Still, I guess we're not really in any position to be worried about her. We'll just have to do our best to coordinate with Group B tomorrow to make sure everything goes smoothly.
Agreed.
Alright, the sooner we get that report written, the sooner we can get some sleep.
And the sooner I can rest my throat.
Keep up the good work.
I will, baby.
Oh no, it's 1 AM. We did something really bad at 1 AM, and we're gonna have to fight the giant boss, aren't we? I just know it's gonna be the case. I know it's G. What is it?
Look at that person walking, so menacingly.
The time is finally at hand. At last, the hammer of judgment shall rouse this indolent capital from its slumber. Yeah!
Whoa. He's rousing the masses.
Comrade G, all of the necessary preparations are complete.
Oh, Comrade G. We go with Comrade again, god damn it.
But it feels like you have so few men accompanying you.
Wouldn't it be wise to call in a few others for backup?
There's nothing to fear.
Where is him?
As long as I have this flute, not even the railway military police stand a chance of stopping us.
I don't know about you, but if the guy says, as long as I have this flute, I'm like, yeah, I don't know about this, I'm just gonna go home now.
Tomorrow, the people of this land will at last know our name. My dear comrades, I shall be counting on you all. Yeah!
No. Seriously, flute isn't exactly that intimidating. Oh wow. I actually just noticed, it says that I have disk space remains for recording 47 hours and 4 something something. Doesn't fit. I didn't know it do that. I didn't know it does that. I was kind of hoping to actually get to attend the festival. God damn it, always acting again. Alright, I'm going to go check on Group B before heading out to the Railway Military Police Command Post. Just give me a call on your Arcus if you find anything during your patrols. Okay. Will do, Instructor. Leave it to us. Still, I was expecting Captain Claire to be our point of contact. Yeah, I wasn't expecting you to agree to cooperate with the Railway Military Police. I'm not exactly delighted about working with them, but things are looking pretty serious. I'm helping them this once, and acting as your point of contact. But I won't let them forget for a minute what they owe me. Anyway, I'll see you all later. Don't be on the thanks for breakfast. Sure thing. So she brought breakfast there? Okay, they are in the Bracer Guild right now, right? Alright, we should get moving too. We got our designated areas, and so we'll be patrolling them one by one, keeping an eye out for anything suspicious. Dr. Sarah said she'd contact us around noon too. Let's be off then. Yeah. Yeah! I'm guessing the city is gonna be packed with people since it's the first day of a summer festival. That's all the more reason they need to stay especially vigilant. Especially. I said it. No, I never say it like that. Oh damn. These are really not taking that long lately. I don't know, I feel like I'm gonna just be in a ton of cutscenes from now on. Cutscenes.